The many faces of the American flag.
You see what she looks like today. 50 stars and 13 stripes. But her baby picture is quite different.
I'm going to show you how our flag has grown and changed over the last 200 years. Who are we? We're Melanie Witte
and Evelyn Witte. We are members of the Porter Gang 4-H Club. Tonight we are going to talk about the American flag and through illustration show you how our American flag has changed from its birth in 1777 until how it looks like today. That will be part 1.
And we are going to show the imagery and emotion our flag has had on our countrymen and the world, whether it be love or hatred. That's too. I was born on June 14th, 1777, in Philadelphia. The new country had just declared independence from Britain and was made of 13 new states that used to be British colonies. So they decided to put 13 red and white stripes on me. My colors are white, signifying purity and innocence, red, signifying hardiness and valor, and blue, signifying vigilance, perseverance, and justice. And on my blue, called the canton, they placed one white star for each of the 13 states in the Union.
Delaware, the first state. Let's hear it for Delaware!
Hey!
Pennsylvania, my home state.
Same.
Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island.
Now you might be thinking, this doesn't look like the flag Betsy Ross sewed, and you're right. There was actually no official way to make me back in 1777. This version is called the Francis Hopkinson grid pattern. Getting back to my growth, eventually 2 more states were added to the U.S., so they added 2 more stars and 2 more stripes for
Vermont and Kentucky.
So that's 15 stripes and 15 stars. But wait, soon enough, there were 5 new states, so they added 5 new stars for
Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and the Mississippi.
Now I have 20 stars. And then people started to realize that if they kept adding more stripes, those stripes were ridiculously skinny. So in 1818, the U.S. passed a new Flag Act law, which would add new stars to me for the new states that would come in the future. But they would keep the number of stripes at 13 in honor of the first 13 states. I'm glad they made that decision because I think I look better that way. Don't you? The state to enter the Union was Illinois on December 3rd, 1818. So that new Flag Act declared that once a new state entered the Union, I wouldn't officially get a new star until the next Independence Day, July 4th, which is still the rule today. So the star for Illinois was added July 4th, 1819. Illinois, 21 stars. By the July 4th, 1820, 2 new states had joined the Union.
Alabama and Maine, which actually split off from Massachusetts.
And more states were being added. Evelyn?
Missouri, Arkansas, Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, Wisconsin, California, Minnesota, Oregon, and Kansas.
Now it's 1861, and we're in the Civil War. Of course, the U.S. kept all those stars, even for those states that were trying to leave the Union. During the war, some of the western countries of Virginia wanted to stay part of the USA. So in 1863, Congress let them split from Virginia, and they became the brand new state of West Virginia. Now I had 35 stars. Later on, 3 more states were added.
Nevada, Nebraska, and Colorado.
Between 1889 and 1890, 5 new states were added.
North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Washington, and Idaho.
The next year added 3 more states.
Wyoming, Utah, Oklahoma.
Then, in 1912, New Mexico and Arizona were added, 48 stars. This was the first time that a specific star pattern was made official U.S. government. Before this, people were just making lots of different types of star arrangements. The number of stars stayed at 48 until 1959, when Alaska became the state, giving me 49 stars. And later that summer, Hawaii became the 50th state, giving us the 50-star pattern we now have today.
And that is how I grew up to be the glorious flag of today. So look up and see me waving my colors proudly. Remember how long I have lived and how much I have lived through.
We are now going to stop our video and share our screen. But there is so much more to me than just cloth and thread. I have character. I have moral qualities. I am a symbol of freedom. You will see me flying atop the tallest buildings. I stand over America's halls of justice. I stand guard of the greatest military power in the world. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am saluted. I am respected. And I am loved. I am feared. I have fought every battle of every war for more than 200 years. I lead my soldiers, and I followed them. I have been dirty, battle-worn, and tired. I have been burned, soiled, and trampled. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I am proud. One of my finest moments is when I respectfully cover the coffin of someone who honorably served for our country. This picture is of our great-grandfather's burial at Arlington National Cemetery. My name is Old Glory. Dear God, long may I wave. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the honor of the brave?
This concludes the illustration of how I've grown and changed over the years, with the addition of new stars and states to the Union, and the emotional reaction you have towards me, through time, at home, and abroad.
My references are chamberofcommerce.org/US flag, My Name is Old Glory YouTube video, September 4th, 2016, written by Sergeant Don S. Miller, U.S. Air Force, retired. Flag YouTube video, October 22nd, 2017, written by David Tan Kai Earn and Luz Ramirez. National Anthem, The Star Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key,